Hey, welcome back to our next lesson in our course on creating a WordPress website from scratch, where we go from nothing at all to a completed WordPress website with hundreds of blog posts, hundreds of product roundup posts, hundreds of affiliate links to Amazon. It's such an easy process. I walk you through it step by step. I wish I had something like this a couple of years ago. This course is completely free. So if you're just joining us, stop right now, go to the description in this video and go to the first video in this course. Start watching there so that you can follow along and do what I'm doing. I'm showing you how to choose a niche. I'm showing you how to choose a domain name. I'm showing you how to set up a WordPress host, install WordPress, install a theme, and install a block builder, start configuring those things, and then doing some keyword research and loading your WordPress website with lots of different types of blog posts, do internal linking. It sounds hard, it sounds overwhelming, but it's really not. It's very easy to do if you just follow along with me. So I encourage you to do that. But if you have been following along, if you're joining us from the last video, hey, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to look at what we've done so far. And then also, it's time now to just make sure that our theme is looking good and it's exactly how we want it, and build our About Us pages and things like that. And then in the next video, we'll install some optimization plugins and some extra plugins for WordPress. So the first thing I want to do is I actually want to take a step back and talk about the link packs that we generated a couple videos ago and we used in our info articles. So our info articles are still processing right now. I have them running, generating in real time on another computer. So I have 200 articles published, and then we have 272 scheduled right now, and then about probably another 300 to write and schedule. And if you look over here right now, the schedule is at 2025, September 30th. So more than a year from now, these things will just keep dripping out. So these are already completed posts on my WordPress site, and they're just going to automatically publish on the scheduled date. So this is all on my site right now. How cool is that? So basically, you just finish the whole site. And if it takes off, if traffic comes to it, hey, that's great. And you can improve it and whatnot. But if you don't get any traffic, you just give it some time and maybe some good things will happen to you. You never know. Talking about link packs, we're getting really great links so far. This is 5 cozy winter front yard decor ideas to try now. So 5 cozy winter front door ideas. And so festive lighting displays. That's actually a really great photo. So here's a link right here. Remember those net lights? They're perfect for draping over bushes and small trees. Outdoor Christmas lights can truly elevate your holiday decor. So this is a link to Amazon, and we have outdoor Christmas lights decor. So what I actually found out was I didn't have enough links in my link pack. So I have these normal links right here to our product roundup posts, but I'm like, you know what? We can really dial this up a notch. So all of my SEO keywords that I found from my blog post, charming cottage Christmas decor ideas, this was an SEO keyword up here. And so I was like, that would work out great as just a keyword or phrase to search on Amazon. So all of the articles that I wrote based on SEO keywords, I did what we did 2 videos ago in making this special link here. And I just added them all in. So now I have 600 of these, and they're all linking out to Amazon. So this is 7 charming cottage Christmas decor ideas. So we come down here, and this is, let's see, rustic wreath and garland displays. So we have primitive Christmas decor can add an authentic old-fashioned feel to your holiday decorations, evoking memory of simple times. So we can search this, and it goes to primitive Christmas decor ideas. Fantastic, in my opinion. Fantastic to get lots of different links. I had mentioned that I was going to use Linknado, but now that I had so many more links in there, I have 700 links, it's not really necessary for me to use Linknado anymore. So I just turned off Linknado. I ran it without Linknado, and I set the amount of links to 5. So I just wanted to tell you that's what I did. So when you're looking at this, you're like, man, he's getting a lot of links. Yeah, I added more links to the link pack, given a little bit more thought behind the matter. So let's see, what else? I talked about the modified link pack. Now let's add in our About Us page. Let's go to our About Us page. We made this blank page back when we first started configuring WordPress. So we'll go to it now and we'll click Edit Page. And I'm going to paste in, where'd that go? Right here. I'm going to show you how I made this. This is really cool. So I'm going to take this, copy, and I'm just going to paste it right in here. So let's save this and let's go look at the page right now just to show you. View page. About us. Welcome to designaffair.com, your ultimate ultimate destination for home decor inspiration. So first of all, I don't like how wide it is. So let's make it a little bit. So we'll go over here, we'll click on Blocksy. So right now it's inheriting from the global structure, which is just a full width like our homepage. So we're going to change this to narrow width, and we'll save it and go back. And welcome to designeraffair.com, your ultimate destination for home decor inspiration and interior design tips and expert advice on transforming your living spaces. And you know what? While this is doing it, let's actually do something else too. Just to make this site look a little bit more professional, I would like to have some like a photo here, or so a picture, not just a blank page. So let's make a couple photos that would just be relevant to this. So bulk image generator. Let's put in a professionally decorated home, high-end home exterior from the front. Let's just do that, and we'll load the prompt that we were using, Designer Affair, and we'll use Claude Sonnet, and we'll do 3 images for each. And I want wide, choose our model right now. Let's choose Flux Schnell, and I want 16 by 9 for all of these, and we will compress them. That way I want some images that I can add to my About Us page, and then maybe there's like another page, like maybe the contact page or something like that. So here's what we have. Your ultimate destination for home decor inspiration, interior design tips, expert advice on transforming your living space. Our blog is a haven for design enthusiasts. So that sounds pretty good. We aim to provide our readers with actionable design strategies and inspiring. That all sounds good. Designer Affair was born from our experience as passionate home decorators, constantly seeking to create. I do decorate my house, so that's not a lie. Who we are. The team behind Designer Affair is composed of passionate interior designers. Let's edit this. Design. How do you spell enthusiasts? E-N-T-H-U-S. Enthusiasts. United by our commitment to helping fellow design lovers create spaces they adore. We dedicate ourselves to providing current, relevant. That all sounds good. So I like that. That sounds good. I'm going to show you how to make this yourself. So what you can do is you can come to my page right now, and you can take all this stuff. Just take it and copy it, and go to ChatGPT, Chat, or Claude or something like that. Or you can use a magic command with ZimmWriter if you want to. But we can paste this in here, and we just pasted it in. Hit Shift Enter, and we'll say, rewrite this, but for our website, dogwatch.com, which is a website to watching for stray dogs in the neighborhood, so we can help them get back to their owners or find new homes. That's a weird niche right there. That's all you got to do. So you give it a site name and get the purpose of the site, and you say rewrite this. So you click enter. Welcome to dogwatcher.com, your ultimate destination for community-driven stray dog assistance, pet safety tips, and expert advice. This is great. So you can just take this now and put it in your site. Because I tell you what, you need that About Us page to look quote unquote real and authentic, but it's such a chore to make. So just go find an existing About Us page and tell the AI to rewrite it. It's just really a much easier solution. So we have some images we created. Let's pull one out for this About Us page. Let's see here. So let's see what we get. That's way too fancy. That's a mansion. That's nice. I like that. So this one's good. Ooh, that's a good one too. We could use these for something. So we'll come over here and we'll click on the settings after we've saved this and click Set Featured Image. And we're going to upload this high-end image right here. And let's just give this a name, designeraffair.com About Us. Set Featured Image. And let's save it. Now, we don't see the featured image. You might be thinking, well, that's weird. We went over here to the settings and we set the featured image. So where is the featured image? So you'll come over here to the About Us page again. You'll click Customize. And you'll scroll down till you see Pages. You'll click on Pages. You'll scroll down till you see Featured Image. So we'll just enable it. So by default, the featured image is not enabled for Pages, but that will enable it for us. Now, what I want to do is I want to get rid of this About Us right here, but I just want to get rid of it on this particular page. So we'll go back to, let's get out of this customizer. We'll go back to the editing, and we will go to page title. So we're in the Blocksy settings, page title, and we'll click disable the page title. So we'll go back here. There we go. Welcome to designeraffair.com. Our mission, our story, who we are. Fantastic. That looks great. And we can check this out on mobile if we want to. I don't like that it breaks right there, but let's just remove the .com. Welcome to Designer Affair. That looks fine. I like that. That's our About Us page. So again, you can just take my About Us page and go over here to Claude or ChatGPT or something, paste it in, and then write something like this right here. We write this but for our website, whatever, and then give a little bit of a direction, and you'll have your page. You go and you paste it in, and then you're all done with that. So that's good. Now we need a terms of use. So I pasted this in here. This is just a standard terms of service that I created. What I typically have, I'll just have my company name, and it's important to have an LLC. Having an LLC is very important. And then just like the site name, and then just like the stereotypical stuff in here. We don't necessarily need an image, but right now it's widescreen and I don't like that. So we'll make this, go to Blocksy and make this narrow width, and we'll save. Honestly, I guess we can just go globally and set all of let's do that. Let's go back to our front end and set all of the pages that we create to this pages narrow width, because we're overriding it for this. I believe we are. Let's see here. I guess we're not overriding it for the homepage, but we can go to the homepage and change it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, see, this is too small. So we'll edit this particular page and override it and make this particular page wide. So we'll do normal width for this, save, view page. And now all of our pages by default are going to be narrow width, but we've overridden it for the homepage, and the homepage will be a normal width. So homepage is good. Terms of service, we can just go back to inherit. And when we get in here, there we go. Looks great. So now any page we create is going to be this particular width. Oh, you know what? Let's disable the title on this too. Page title disabled, because I already have the terms of use right here. And then what we'll do is I usually copy this, and I'm going to customize and come down here and edit the footer. So I'll come all the way down here, and I'm going to edit this and click on copyright. And I'm going to take this. Additional terms can be found in the terms of use. Turn this into a link. I'll paste my link right here. And now we have a link to our terms of service in the footer, although it's not underlined. And this also goes to the terms of use or service. That's good. What else do we got to do? Let's see. We have about us. Oh, privacy policy. The privacy policy might be more important for people in Europe and stuff, although I don't know how important it is for people in the US. But again, I'm not your lawyer. So we'll just leave that in there. Very simple. Cookies. Hey, we use cookies, embedded content. Fantastic. Who we are, privacy policy. I'll save this. So that looks good. Yeah, that looks good on the front end. Nice. It doesn't have to be fancy. I don't need an image for this. So all of this stuff is done. I like it. Now let's see. So just some odds and ends, and then we'll also beautify this stuff a little bit. So I wanted to show you this particular post here. On this site that I'm showing you, we're not doing any YouTube videos. I talked about why. I just don't think it fits. It doesn't fit well with the particular niche. But there's lots of niches where a YouTube video embed would work out great. So I just did an example post, how to decorate your school classroom for the holidays. And I said, let's put a YouTube video in here. So here's the YouTube video. Now, right now, this YouTube video is really tall. It does not look good on desktop. On mobile, it looks good. But as we go to a desktop, it's just way too tall. It's almost like a 1x1. So how can we fix that? How can we fix that and make it look like a 16:9? I wanted to show you this because there's a lot of people that will probably be using YouTube videos and they're like, oh, my YouTube videos look messed up. So we'll edit the post. We just clicked edit and we'll come down here. And I want you to click on single post. So we scroll down, blog post types, blog post, single post, click on that. And if we, right now we're on wide, but if we select boxed, it gets the correct aspect ratio. So I'm sure you could change this with CSS also. And there's a place to add custom CSS down here, all right, for your site. But single post, if you don't want to deal with that, you can just click on the box mode. I actually do box mode for a lot of my sites. So before we start like going through the site right now to beautify it, I want to add one plugin. I want to add our table of contents plugin. Let's go over here to our back end and click on plugins and add new plugin and easy table of contents. I used to use a plugin called Lucky Table of Contents, but it just hadn't been updated in forever, and there was like a vulnerability with it. So now I just use Easy Table of Contents. 500,000 people use it. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. I don't pay for, I probably should support the author, but I don't pay for it. You can just use it for free, but we should support people. All right, we don't want this on pages. We don't want this on pages. Save changes. Now, there are some AI writers out there that will just auto-create your table of contents, but I don't like that. That's a terrible idea. I would rather have it just auto-inserted. It's so much easier. So there you go. There's our table of contents right there. And we can change this up. This kind of looks generic, so we can come down here and say background color. I don't want a border. Title color, black. Link color. So this is where we have to go get our save this stuff. We have to find our color scheme because a lot of these plugins don't detect that stuff. So we'll go to customize and we'll go to colors, and our links for this color when not hovering, link color. It's the non-hover color, and this is the hover color. Link visited. It's just going to be our normal color. And we'll save this, see how it looks. Why did it not change? Let's see. Oh, custom. If you, yeah, you got to select custom because I'm customizing it. Let's try that again. Fantastic. That looks great. Make sure it looks good at all different resolutions and whatnot. So we're going to click customize because that's where we're going to spend most of our time right now. And so now we're looking at it on desktop. I like how all this looks. One thing we can do now, make this a little bit bigger. Or maybe I can just make it smaller with the zoom. There we go. I don't like the fact that this is like over here. I wish it was more centered because I'm using the paid version of Blocksy now. Because remember, we upgraded to the paid for the sole reason of being able to display this disclaimer up here to hopefully satisfy the FTC. But if you didn't want to upgrade to the paid version, you could just put this or something like it somewhere else. But I think what I'm going to do right now requires the paid version. I'm not totally sure. So I'm going to take this menu here. Right, so we're in this main menu, which is this area right up here. I'm going to take this and move it to the center. And then over here on the right, I can put our search box, goes right over here. So this is great. So we have a little more that appears. Let's see how it looks like on tablet. Fantastic. Doesn't that look much more professional? I really do like that. I like that a lot. So that looks good. One thing I noticed is on mobile, this footer is just awfully small. So I clicked edit, we come down here and we click copyright, and then we click design, and we set this at 12 maybe. That's probably a little bit more realistic. And this right here, maybe, I think 12 might make it, yeah, 12's too big. 11. General and item spacing 12. That might be it. What else? What else? The home page. I think this might be not big enough and this button's too big. Let's make this look a little bit better. I want it to really pop on mobile because that's how most people are going to be accessing our site. So let's go to our pages, all pages. homepage and edit it. So make the button smaller on mobile. Let's see, does it look good? It looks, I don't know, I think it's too big on everything. All right, so let's edit this. Left 8 maybe? So that's, I think that's way too big. What if I did 5 and 12? So let's refresh it over here. Go to mobile. I think that's more realistic. And let's make this whole container taller right here. So top, we're on mobile right now. That's what we want. So top, what happens if we did 100? I like that. It definitely makes it pop. Let's go to one of our pages now. So one thing I want to do is on mobile, I don't like how, and this is just like some OCD stuff right there, how I don't like the indentations, okay, on mobile. So what we'll do is we'll come over here to our menu and scroll down to additional CSS. We're just going to paste this code in right here. Remind me in the video, I'll make this, let me make a note of this right now. Make CSS available in video 12. We're at 12 videos. Can you believe that? So what this does is it basically says at a mobile width, which would be less than 480 pixels, the unordered list and ordered list will have a padding left of 20 pixels. So it will fix this. Now we have a little bit more room to read our stuff. But then on desktop or tablet, we still have our indentations, which is perfectly fine. So I like how that, it even fixes the table of contents. Cool. The next thing we can add, I don't think I disabled tables on here, so I don't have any examples of tables. But if you have tables, I think we can also fix the indentation in there. I believe this is what this code does. I have it on a couple of my other sites. So you could put this in here. I believe it will fix the container padding just like we did for these lists, but also for your tables now. I have a last bit of CSS code here, which is cool. Let me paste this in just to show you. We'll put this at the bottom down here. So min width, so any width greater than 520 pixels, we're going to ensure that any titles that have one line, so this is 2 lines right here. I don't think I have any examples of 1 line, unfortunately, but any titles that have 1 line will have these images synced up at the same vertical height. You could dial this up for 3 lines here, but then it will look weird. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So min height 45 pixels. If I change this to 75 pixels, watch what happens to these two. They come down. So everything becomes the same height. But I think after some testing, 45 looked the best because this just ends up looking a little bit weird. There's almost like too much of a gap there. So fixing it for a single line looks great, but I don't think we can do it for 2 lines. We might be able to dial down the size of this stuff. So to edit these, to access these, we can just click edit and then, or I guess if you don't want to find it this way, I'll just show you. You either click edit or click on this blog post. So not single posts or categories. So we click on blog posts and then we're going to scroll down until we see card options because these are our cards. Remember, we built these with this thing called advanced posts, which is if you scroll down, it's a Blocksy feature. And so if we're using Blocksy to build it, then we're able to edit also with Blocksy. First, what I want to do is I don't want my name displayed here. I'm no one special. So we'll turn off comments and we'll turn off author. Now, sometimes this will refresh, but sometimes for whatever reason, there's times when it doesn't. So we click publish and we click refresh. And so we can see the change down here. So we don't have our name. We just have this published date. So let's go back in there. And usually it updates it like in real time and you can view it. But for whatever reason, sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand that. So let's open up this post meta. And I actually want an icon. And so we'll put an icon here and also an icon for the category up here. So we can't see it yet, but I'll show you it in a second. The other thing I want to do for this post meta is I want to make the color less prominent. So we'll scroll up and click on design in the meta color. I want something gray, but just off gray. So that will copy that, and we don't want a different color for hover. We'll publish it and refresh, make it look a little bit less prominent. I like that. It's not trying to stand out, although maybe we don't want bold. So let's go over here and design meta font. And so right now it's set at 600. So we can dial this down to 400. Italic might be neat. Let's try that. 400 italic. Yeah, I like that. Do you guys like that? That looks good. See how it looks on mobile. Holiday home decor. That's nice. So let's go back into our blog posts and we'll click on card options. And we're going to change the title now, the title size. So the title font, let's see, it's 20 and 18. So let's do 18 maybe. And then this will be, let's just do 18 for every resolution. And you know what? Let me open up a new tab here because I keep hitting refresh and we end up losing everything, losing where we were. That's nice. So we dialed it down a little bit. That's a good size, I think. And because we dialed it down a little bit, this got reduced now to 2 lines and all of the images line up. Now there's gonna be situations where you just have a long title and you can't, you're just gonna have breaks between the two. Is there anything else that we wanna do here? I don't think on this layout, like the pagination looks good. Everything looks good here. Now let's go and let's modify our category settings. So here's our category page. We're going to modify this. So let's get out of here just to show you how to navigate around. You can just click on this and it will bring you to the category page, but you can also click on categories. Now, first thing I want to modify is our page title. I don't like this. It's way too generic. So we're in the category section. We're going to click on page title up here and you can choose different styles, but we're not having a specific featured image for our category. You could do that though, that'd be cool. But we're just gonna go with the normal type right here. We can turn off the archive label and it won't say like category anymore. It will just say spring decor. So I like that. And let's also align it in the center. That's looking pretty good. Now, what else? Oh, you know what? Breadcrumbs. That'd be cool. Let's have some breadcrumbs in there. But we can put the breadcrumbs higher. So watch this. Let's minimize title again. We can just drag the breadcrumbs up. Isn't that neat? And let's see. We want breadcrumbs visibility everywhere. Container bottom spacing. This modifies this right here. If you ever change this and you want to get back, a lot of these options have this little dot here. And if you press it, it resets it to the default setting. That looks good. That's pretty professional looking. Now, as you can see, these cards are just like the cards on the home page, but they're not modified anymore. So let's apply the same modifications. Let's go back to our cards over here and copy the gray color. So we have that. Design gray. Here's the gray color. And we'll go back into this card option. And I'll click on card options and design. Meta font will apply our color here. See, now it's like updating in real time. I don't know. It's just weird. Design meta font. We want this to be 400, right? Wasn't that what it was? 400. And let's go back to general. Post meta. Don't want comments. Don't want author. We want to use icons. Bottom spacing we're setting to 5. I don't know what that's doing, to be honest. And then how do we make it italic? What was, oh yeah, that was just in the font choice. Yes, so we're choosing, nope, not that. Italic. That looks good. And then we dialed this down to 18, didn't we? Isn't that what we did? Title. So this went down to 18 pixels. And that looks wonderful. What do you think? Does that look good? Now, oh, and we don't have, do we have pagination? So here's what we got to do about pagination. I want to display 6 at a time. So we'll go back over here and number of posts, 6, number of columns, number of posts, and we'll publish this. Why are we not getting pagination? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This should turn into a pagination right here. I think I just had to give it a second to refresh, and we have our pagination in here now. So that all looks good. And actually, let's go back to the homepage because I don't recall if we did pagination for the homepage. Let's just confirm that we have pagination on here. Let's have, yep, over here. So I want 6 posts. I don't want 10. And, oh, pagination. So there's pagination choices in here. I wonder if that applies globally because I didn't see a pagination choice for our category pages. Card option. Yeah, maybe that pagination just applies globally. The next thing we got to configure is our search. So let's type in the word best to search for something. So we have the kind of the same situation here. So this is our search page. Same thing, do 6 posts. It gives us our pagination down here. And we'll come over here to card options. And our post meta, we'll turn off comments, turn off author, and we will do icons. Set this at 5. Not sure if that's a placebo effect or not. And we'll go over here to design and our post meta. I think I still have this in memory. There we go. And we'll change this to regular 400 italic. And then what was it? I think that's good there. Oh yeah, the title. This title is going to be 18. Wonderful. See how easy that is? So you got 3 places to do that. You have your card options. Let's go back here. You have your categories. You have your blog posts if you're using that block element that I showed you. And you also have your search page. I'm not creating an author page, and I'll probably just 301 this to the home page. So I'm not doing an author page right now. Let's see if there's anything else we need. This all looks good. Our hover looks great. Let's just look at this on the front end at different resolutions. So I think maybe some spacing under here, some breathing room. Some breathing room with this a little bit too. Let's edit our homepage, get a little bit more breathing room. So on this, I want a margin bottom of, yeah, it is working. Let's see, 50. That's a lot. 50, and then we'll do 50, but then on tablet, that's a lot. So let's bring this down to 25 and this down to 25. And then for whatever reason, there's not a lot of, it looks different on here. I like this look, but it looks, when you actually display it, it's not correct for some reason. So let's see if we can modify this. Spacing, margin bottom, 15. Let's just check on the front end to see if that did anything. Yeah, so that brought that out. See how holiday is a little bit lower. So we'll just apply a 15 margin bottom to everything. A little bit more breathing room for each of these. In the original video, I set these to 85%. I can't remember why I did that. I don't know why we had it on 85. Let's remove that then. We got the alignment taken care of, so. Yeah, that looks better. The only thing is, I think this is H3 and this is an H2. Let's see, this is H3, this is H2. The H2 needs to be bigger. Let's see. The font for our H1 is typography 25, and this is 20. Let's make this 25. When did it change? Did it change on, oh yeah, I guess it changed on mobile. So that's 25 now, and this will be 25. Let's refresh. That looks great. I have absolutely no complaints about the homepage. Go to fall. Man, our category pages look freaking great. This just really gives off that fall vibe. Ooh. Thrifty, DIY. I hope your site, I hope you guys have been following along and pausing the video when necessary to do your own site, because this is cool. It's a great feeling. I don't know what your niche is, so I hope you have a cool niche that you can also find joy in. The last thing I want to do is, this footer underneath this menu is just annoying. Can't find a way in Blocksy to adjust that. So we just have some custom CSS we'll add to adjust that. And I will try my best to make all of this available in a file in the description down below. So watch this padding go away. There we go. I'm not going to kick a dead horse. We did a lot in this video. We did some final customizations. The site looks freaking great. I have on my other computer, the articles are uploading as we speak right now. And I still have 300 more articles to upload. So we'll have 2 years of content. Right now we're at 2025, 10/13, like 2 years of content on this site, and I won't really have to do anything else. And we'll queue this up to pin on Pinterest, and then maybe like Instagram and some of these other things too. So hope you're liking this video. Hope you feel inspired. Hope you're also accomplishing something on your end. I want you to have your own site when we're all said and done. So the next video, we're going to install some WordPress plugins to help WordPress go faster. And then we're in the home stretch. This is basically it. We have a couple more videos, and that's basically it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe. There's links down below to all this stuff. There's links to all the videos in the course. There's links to ZimmWriter. There's links to our Facebook group with 13,000 members. Drop a comment if you have any questions. I will see you in a few minutes.